You have to worry about you. You have to realize that you came into this life alone and you are going to go out of this life alone. And the way that you're going to enrich and fulfill and feel good about your life is by doing the best that you possibly can for yourself. And that doesn't mean you're selfish. Technically, is that the definition of selfish? Maybe. But the reality of life is this. The higher you go, the more you evolve, the better you become, the more people are going to be improved around you. And that's a very noble thing, okay? So you can't worry about what your high school buddies are going to fucking think about you and, say about you when you're on this journey, because in the reality of how it works is this. You're going to start out with an idea, you're going to execute on the idea, and you're going to execute long enough on the idea that these people that you hang out with right now are probably not going to relate to you the same way they relate to you now. Your life's going to change, your income's going to change, what you do is going to change, and probably, if you're fortunate enough, your life is going to become so fucking cool that when you talk about it, other people who are from the old times of your life are going to perceive it as you bragging, when in reality, it's just your life. And let me tell you something. If you can get to a point where when you talk about your real life and other people perceive it as you bragging, that's not a bad thing, okay? You talking about the way you live, driving the cars you want to drive, going and doing the things you want to do, living where you want to live, is not bragging. That's just your life, okay? And the reason I bring this up to you guys is you have to understand that along the way, people are going to start to perceive you as a different person, and you are becoming a different person, and there's nothing wrong with that because life is about evolution. But the main point that I want to drive home with you guys is that people think that when they get to a certain point, they're going to be alone because this certain group of friends that they have or this certain group of family that they have now isn't going to be able to relate. But here's what happens, guys. You're going to lose some people. Some people are going to fall off. Some people are going to start not to like you. They're going to be jealous of you. They're going to talk shit. And they're not talking shit because they hate you. They're talking shit because they came from the same motherfucking place that you came from, but you were able to create something that they were not. That means they hate themselves, all right? So you can't take it personal, for one. And for two, when you evolve, when you become something else, when you become better, when you become further down the road on your goals and progress further and become this person that you desperately want to be on the inside and you're working your ass off to be on the inside, you are going to develop new relationships. You're going to develop relationships with people that complement those goals and become part of pushing you forward, improving. And ultimately, those relationships are so much more fulfilling because they are aligned with what you want out of your life. And it's hard for people to understand that because when they're at the beginning and they start to lose some people, they feel like, man, what did I do to lose these people? But you got to be patient. We talk about patience a lot. You have to understand that as you go, as you move, as you progress, you're going to meet these new people, and these new people are going to bring new things into your life that the old people couldn't bring, and you're going to evolve. And everything about life is about evolution. It's about change. It's about moving forward. It's about growing. And let's be real. If you were loyal to the way these people thought about you from back in the day, you would be just like them, which is not what you want. So you have to realize, guys, that saying it's lonely at the top is complete bullshit. That's what broke people say. That's what people who struggle in life say. That's the way they justify their lack of action. That's the way they think about, quote unquote, rich people to justify them staying exactly where they're at. Well, my relationships are more important and I don't want to fucking lose them. Well, motherfucker, you don't lose those relationships. You move and evolve and create new ones that are ultimately more serving, more beneficial, and more fulfilling for you.